Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 19th of February, 2025. So let's talk because today was a great streaming day. Overall, had lots of stuff to cover and talk about. Some good developments with various different things, great new games. Let's go. Let's talk about it. All right. So on the Level One podcast today, I had various interesting topics to talk about, including a big update with Smart Guys. And one of the updates is that I was looking to possibly get a box of WWE Topps trading cards to unbox live during Smart Guys because it would be kind of neat to do so. I used to actually collect cards like that back in the day when I was a kid. And to do this, so many years later and to see what cards look like now from Topps and see if we could get a rare chase card on the show, I thought would be pretty cool. But I talked about my difficulty in trying to actually find a legitimate big box of these because it seems like today collecting is really, really hard to do. I actually made a highlight clip about this that I'm going to upload overnight. I hope you'll give it a look because I felt like it was probably one of the most interesting things of the show today. Also, there was a couple of news stories, one covering that Xbox may soon be using AI to make games or to change the way that they make games available for the modern audiences for posterity. So that was kind of interesting. And also, there was a story about the former VP of Amazon Gaming, who no longer works for Amazon because he did a poor job, stating how he didn't understand anything about gaming or anything about why people would want to go with Amazon for games. It was the weirdest article. Basically, he's admitting he's a moron and has no common sense. So I talked a little bit about that. So it was a great podcast. Give it a look if you want all those topics. But the highlight tonight will be about collectors and cards and things like that. And that'll go live on the channel overnight if you want to check it out. After that, we jumped into Lost Records, the new game from Don't Nod that's narrative based, similar to, say, Life is Strange. In a nutshell, because I don't want to spoil this game, there are some things about it that are very much like Life is Strange. For example, the quirkiness of some of the writing, the graphics, the narrative structure where you're playing a character, you're walking around, you're making choices, you're interacting with things in the environment, and depending on how you interact with things or what you interact with, it could change things in the game. Okay. Notably, you're a character, a teenage girl in the 1990s, but you're also her adult self in the present day, which is set in 2022. Um, and you're basically trying to solve this mystery where you have this time hole in your memory where you can't remember what happened this particular summer in the 1990s with this group of friends that you had. And so you're basically going back in time and reliving some of the stuff that happened then, but then you're going back to the present and you're meeting up with them in the present day. It's kind of a unique premise, but the major gameplay element, if you can believe it, which I never would have expected for this game, is like Pokemon Snap, where you have a camcorder and you're trying to record things with a checklist. So it's like critters, birds, signs, graffiti, scenic views, things like that. It's like, what? So it's Pokemon Snap. I never would have expected that's what they would have done with this game. In a million years, I wouldn't have thought that's what they're going to put in the next Don't Nod, narrative game. Now, for the record, to my knowledge, this does not tie in with Life is Strange. So there's nothing like no powers or anything like that. We played for about 2.5 hours. I would say the first hour was interesting. The second hour was all right. And the last half hour was pretty cringe because there started to be plot lines where these teenage girls all of a sudden start to have crushes on each other. Yeah, that's right. They're all gay and they all have crushes on each other. Because what are the chances that four teenage girls would meet up in the 1990s and not all be gay for each other, right? So, with Don't Nod, this is the kind of schlock that they write. They're pushing their agendas. Every girl's gay, apparently, according to them. But it was all right. Let me put it this way. I had fun with it. We razzed the game when it came to silly plot points and bad dialogue and stuff like that. My usual commentary, people were entertained by it. And if you can believe it, great support. People came out to support. We hit 2 goals, and it was time for DSP Tries It. So we did it. We did DSP Tries It today. It was the McDonald's Shamrock Shake and the Angel Reese meal. If you want to see it, check it out over on DSP Reacts right now. That's at DSP Reacts on YouTube. It is live. And last time I did a McDonald's DSP Tries It, people loved it. It was actually my most viewed one in a long time. So hopefully you'll enjoy this one. Okay, actually 2 camera shots where I was going back between this and the wide shot, and I'm eating food, and I would come back to this shot. It was pretty funny. Okay, so I hope that you'll give it a look, and hopefully you will enjoy the DSP Tries It that I did. For some reason, my camera is not doing the recognition, so I can't get it to stop following. I guess it's not working. Whatever. Actually, I don't even think it's following me. Oh, no, it is. It's following me, but it won't do the recognition. Maybe because I turned the camera off, it won't recognize my hand. Oh, there it goes. It just did it. Okay, good. All right. So anyway, great first stream, especially with the DSP tries it. Okay, for the late stream tonight, it was more Avowed, 2 hours of Avowed, and we basically did a whole exploration stream. The entire left side of the map, I was exploring, I was fighting, I was, traversing. I was doing crafting. I upgraded my first weapons and armor items and things like that for the first time. Um, all kinds of stuff unlocked. Story, a little bit. We did a little bit of the story tonight, but it was mostly trying to unlock and explore the whole left-hand part of the starter map. So it was great. There was a lot of opportunity for us to talk and have social interaction rather than just be focused on the game. We had a good hangout session instead of just that. And I think it worked well because of that, because people were like, oh, let's hang out and talk rather than be hyper focused on the game. It ended up being much more entertaining. And it was a great time. Okay, it was. It was an absolutely positively great time. I enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys who were there enjoyed it. And guess what? We hit the goal again. So we hit 3 goals today. We're now up to 21 goals hit out of 30, excuse me, which is the next DSP tries it. So, with such a great day today under the belt, I hope you'll check out all the gameplay. Remember, these are new playthroughs, so liking the videos and leaving comments on them helps the channel tremendously. If you could do that for me, I would really appreciate it. Tomorrow, what are we doing? We'll have a chill podcast in the morning, more in-depth recapping my thoughts on the new games. And of course, if any new news or anything emerges, we will talk about it. Then we will have an awesome segment. I cannot wait for this. A session of Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, the brand new Fatal Fury fighting game. Fatal Fury has not had a new fighting game in like 20 plus years. So to finally have one is neat. I can't wait to try it. I don't even know what the gameplay mechanics are. I have not spoiled myself on this. So I'm excited to see what the gameplay mechanics end up being. And I certainly hope that you guys are going to join me for that. It should be a great stream on that first stream. Running it on my gaming PC with no input delay should be amazing. Okay. Then on the late stream, we're going to finish up Onimusha Warlords, a game that I've very much enjoyed playing with you over the past couple of weeks, ever since that marathon of the Viewer's Choice event ended. So let's wrap it up tomorrow night. It is a relatively short game, but I really I had a great time with it. Let's see how it all ends, okay? So, great content tomorrow. Great day today. Enjoy it all. Everyone have a good night. I'll see you in the morning. Peace out, and thanks so much for a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.